So we all know TikTok's getting banned January 19th here in a couple days in the USA. We've seen this happen time and time again. This is like the second or third time they saying they're gonna ban it. But right now it's looking pretty serious with the Supreme Court and look like it might actually go through. The Supreme Court supposedly wants it gone because of data breaches or a national security threat. But at this point, most Americans really don't care about their data or anything. Like most of us are broke, don't have anything to lose. Like we've been giving our data away to these companies forever. If you can take my credit and open up something in my name, please let me know because they won't approve me for nothing. So they don't approve black people for nothing anyway in this country. So it's gotten to the point where most Americans really want this app. Like most people really don't care. They just want to keep this app. This app has gave them sanity, helped them through hard times, whatever. Like even if you look now, people have jokes and stuff about giving their data to China and moving to China.
Hello? Haro? Hibachi Benihana Teriyaki.
Nagasaki, Okinawa, Hokkaido, Yokohama.
TikTok is the #1 app that's downloaded in America right now. So a lot of people blaming like Mark Zuckerberg and the government for wanting to go. People saying Mark Zuckerberg using lobbyist money and everything to lobby against TikTok and highlight the national security threat issues and everything. To me, it does seem a little suspicious. He came out the other day with this video. He had like this curl with this chain. We didn't even know who this dude was. Like we don't ever see him, but he pop up out of nowhere talking about he's going to be changing the community guidelines on Facebook and ending all the censorship and making things similar to X or Twitter. The problem with that is, and we've seen on X that it's not really like an ending of censorship. It's really just kind of letting MAGA and say whatever they want about black people. Like they just run free, throw the N-word out, say all types of things. But if you call them any type of name, Sun Dodge or whatever, you're getting banned. So it's not really ending censorship. It's basically just saying, hey, MAGAs, we're going to let you say what you want to say on our app. But honestly, the biggest news coming from the TikTok ban is how people are going to miss the Americans on the app. Everybody's making funny videos about how they're going to miss the black people and what are they going to do now. And everybody's really saying that black Americans carry this app. And we really do between our trends and just everything we do. We really have been carrying the app.
Y'all talking about use a VPN, use a VPN, use a VPN. Without Americans and American content, this app is trash. I don't want it.
If they actually banned TikTok in America, TikTok is going to be so boring. Who's going to put me on the new dances?
You Americans can't leave this app. The UK cannot carry TikTok on its back. It's just going to be filled with the same tired-washed questions, debates, podcasts, and service provider discourse. What do you mean I won't be able to learn my little dances in my bathroom anymore?
Why am I seeing people from other countries being like, TikTok will be fine without Americans? Say it too. Where do y'all think y'all get all those TikTok dances from? All those little cute little sayings, those cute little slang, the Gen Z slang. Yeah, that's AAVE. You get it from us. The reason why y'all have been able to keep up with our shit is because of TikTok and the algorithm and how much accessibility you have to us.
So what does it really mean for black people if we get banned out this app? Are they really going to miss us as black Americans? I've had a lot of success as a black content creator on TikTok, so I really don't have too many bad things to say about it. I like to consider myself one of the black Americans that was carrying the app. You know, I had my niche. I was doing wave content and everything. I really enjoyed it. I seen the app do that for a lot of other creators and stuff as well. So it has done a lot more good than I seen bad. I seen the app from when it first started until where it's at now, and over time, the app has just changed. It was a point in time when if you got on the app and you were a celebrity and stuff, everybody would get together and get in the celebrity comments and be like, we don't want you here. It was just more authentic. It was more raw. So you got to see a lot of black creators get to create, and a lot of people have confidence to share their stories and everything because it was pushing black creators. Over time, you saw as the app got more popular, you saw the app change and start pushing like the black creators to the back and forefront other type of creators to the front. But they were taking the trends from the black creators. They were taking the songs from the black creators. They were taking the dance moves from the black creators. So it got to a point where that everybody else was benefiting from the black Americans besides the black Americans. They're pushing people like Charlie D'Amelio and everybody, and she's doing the dance and getting 3 million, 50 trillion views, while the person who created the dance is only getting like 100K at best. So they're not making any money off this creator fund or anything. TikTok is a music app, so a lot of the songs on there that were popular, its most popular songs and trends were hip hop and trap and rap and stuff like that. So it was the app is heavily influenced by the music industry. So a lot of the influence really came from the music industry. And we all know how those music industry elites view black people. Like, they never paint us in a good light. So a lot of things on that app that people consider black culture is not actually black culture. It's what the music industry archetype has made us to be. So that's not really black, if you get what I'm saying. It's not our culture. Even though a lot of people like to claim it as our culture, a lot of stuff that goes on TikTok is not necessarily our culture. Apps like TikTok have done nothing but take what's considered our culture and just kind of use us to generate the content so they can blow everybody else up around the world and stuff using our sauce. And while they're doing that, they're only highlighting like a small percentage of black people. It's not even really how most black people act. You can get me and 10 of my friends, and 8 of us aren't even going to look at like this archetype that they try to paint us to be, or do the things that they basically push and show on TikTok. This is how most of the world views black people. You got to understand, you can go to some countries where people won't see black people their entire life. There's just no black people. If the main thing TikTok is pushing out is just all these, the hip hop industry version of what they think a black person is, and that's what people are seeing. When people run into us, they expect us to be some type of drugging or thugging or some type of show monkeys, like we finna start dancing or something, when that's just a small percentage of what we are. Clearly, the TikTok algorithm is not showing them the outstanding black people, our scientists, our history, our oppression, the racism we go through every day just living in America, even wearing do-rags and stuff like that they're appropriating from TikTok. You never see other cultures copying our activism or high vibrational. It's always the lowest vibrational beings that's put in front of them. They never copying Malcolm X. They never copying Dr. Umar. They're never out there speaking up or fighting for us. As I see the discourse of, we're gonna miss the Americans and everything, they're not gonna miss us. They're gonna miss our foolishness. They're gonna miss the foolishness that the music industry pushes on them. They don't really want to see our struggle. They don't really want to see what we have to say. They don't even want to give us credit for the things that we created. So they're not going to miss us. We can save that narrative. They're not going to miss us. Only time people miss us is when we're indulged in the foolishness. So what I think the banning of TikTok is going to do, I hope it gives black people a chance to reset and find something new that's just going to appreciate us and highlight us and highlight the best of us, that's ran by us, that's going to give us credit for the things we create, that's not going to exploit us. I just want something that's going to highlight the broadness of what we are and something that still teaches us our history. As far as the good things that we've been seeing on TikTok, only black Americans see that. We're the only ones who see the history, and we're the only ones who see the racism and our fights and the injustices happening to us here. They're not showing them that. They're showing them the worst side of our culture, the worst of who we are. As a successful content creator on TikTok, I hate to see it go, but at the same time, a lot of the times we got to see things for what they are. And sometimes things don't have our best interests at heart if we're not in control of it. So I just want to say, maybe the lesson here today is let's find something that appreciates us and not uses us and abuses us and pushes us to the back.